Welcome to Being You Outside. I am once again at Bass Pro Shops Catalog Outlet Store in Springfield, Missouri, the only one they have in the United States. And it's where people buy things through their catalog website or whatever, and they end up shipping it back. They bring it to the store here, and they mark it down, they sell it. There's also overstock stuff here, stuff they're discontinuing, all kinds of things in the store here. You've seen several videos I do here, but now it's getting close to Christmas, so I'm going to go in here and see if there's any kind of Christmas presents in here you can buy, you can use, and get a great discount on it. For sure, the reels and the rods, the real fishing reels and fishing rods, if you're looking at getting anything like that for Christmas, you would like coming here, because a lot of the reels, I think most all of the reels are marked down 50% of what they retail for in the store next door. So you can go next door and see a reel, come over here and find the same reel in most cases, and it's half off, and it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Now the rods they have, a lot of the fishing rods they have in here have been repaired, like the tips up broke off or something, and they have a rod shop in here. They just repair them, make them go back like new. I can promise you that. But it's a pretty interesting store, so come in here and go with me. Let's go find out what they got in here, see what they got in here for Christmas, that kind of a thing. I think you'll get a kick out of it. I will tell you up front that I'm going to have to probably do something with the music, because the music here will be copyrighted on me and it'll cause me issues on my channel. So I'll probably have to mix some YouTube music that I can mix that's free to kind of scramble the music that you're hearing in the background. Again, all these reels right here, every one of them, that reel there was 70 bucks, marked at 35. That's a good looking reel right there. They're just all kinds of reels in here. I mean, a lot of spin cast. There's a lot of closed face reels too. There's some bunch of Zebcos right there. And those Zebcos, those are high dollar Zebcos. Those were 170 bucks. They marked them down to 80. Again, it's half off. And of course you have all these other spin casts right here that you can see. Every one of them are marked about half off. There's a whole table full of them right here. Got a big old nice pin reel right there. It's called a Slammer 4, I guess is what it's called. A little over $100, but it was 200 and something, so it's half off. I'm just telling you, it's great buys on reels here at Bass Pro Shop Outlet Store. Here's all your bait casting reels. Again, 50% off, guarantee it. Every one of them. That in there was $100. That in there was $100, marked down to 50 bucks. And of course, there's all more spin cast reels here, along with a bunch of them right here. A lot of them are big ones that you can use obviously in salt water or big catfish. It's a nice looking cherry. Let me see what this cherry is. It's got a price tag hanging on it. Looks like it did have, but kids sometimes tear those price tags off, so they don't have one on there. Okay. Again, they got nice kayaks. This is a big kayak right here. That's what that is right there. 133 tournament. It's sold for $1,000. Well, basically $1,100. Marked it down to $700. Looks like $720. Know what that says? No, $750. Again, if you're in the market for that particular kayak, that's a really good buy on that kayak. Save you some serious money. They got more of them right here. Cool looking little grill. It was 400, marked down to 200, half off on that. That's a sharp little grill right there. Let's see what this lid is. Oh, it's a griddle. That's all the griddle. That's cool. It's a good buy on that. That brand is kind of expensive, I guess. You see me do a couple of videos on these Johnny Morris rods right here. These are high dollar rods. They sold for $200 new. They brought so many of them in here, they eventually marked them down to 50 bucks. So these rods are $50 a piece. And again, they were $200. That's what they sold for in the main store. With a Johnny Morris signature rod. They're a really good looking rod. I haven't bought one of them yet, but I still might. They got a ton of them. It's just it's a light rod, very strong. It's a one-piece rod, not a two-piece rod. All these, they've got a lot of heavy-duty rods right here. They're 30 bucks. That rod probably sold for 60 or so. More rods. There's something cool in here. I bought one of these the other day. That's a huge dip net with it's got 2 poles. That thing stretches out to, I think, about 12 or 14 feet. It's good for if you're fishing off of a high boat, or in my case, I fish off of high banks, and I'm able to use this at my house to land fish off of a high bank. It's really cool. You can add the second piece if you want to. You don't have to. It's pretty cool. That is a good looking dip net right there. They've had these a while. These are ice augers. These ice augers were 80 bucks, marked down to 40. Again, these things move slow here because we don't need ice augers here in the Ozarks. We don't get that cold where ice freezes enough where you can get out on it. You just can't do it here. This is fluorocarbon. It was 25, marked down to 17. Meh. You're needing fluorocarbon, I guess that's pretty okay. I don't know. I like these fishing weights here for my, I use them a lot for limb lines. They were 6, marked down to 4, $2 off. Here's a cool item right here. You don't see many of these in here. These are pier nets. And I was in here 3 days ago, and I bought one of these for my brother David. These are awesome. It's got the rope with it and everything. And these pier nets sell for 30 bucks. They were 45. They marked them down to $30. If you're fishing off of a bridge, a pier, high rocks or whatever, this will land your big fish for you. Up to 100 pounds, I believe is what it says. But they are so cool. We got 6 of them left. I wish I needed another and I'd buy it. I already have 2. My brother has 1, so I don't need another one of them pier nets. Soft plastic, $7 a pound. This is a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Just, I don't know, just strange stuff. There's a bag of different eyes for your rods to repair. These are Fuji eyes. They were 20 bucks, marked down to 10, so that's half off. That's a good buy. Sinkers, hooks, jigs, Zyra spooks. Check these Zyra spooks out. It's called a pencil popper. And all these lures are six bucks. They were 10. I marked them down to $6 for all these. Got a bunch of stuff like that. All right, keep moving through this store here. Got to get going. A downrigger was 175 bucks, marked down to 80. It's a manual downrigger. Again, those things don't sell very good here in the Ozarks. People don't usually use downriggers here very much at all. More rods. We got rods stacked all down in here, all along here. Tons of rods. Good buys on them too. Good buys on rods. It's a nice trolling motor right here. It's a Minn Kota, 40-pound thrust. It was 230, marked to 160, which is okay. Not a big savings on that, but doable if you're looking for one for sure. These airhead pumps. Airhead pumps, they were 75, marked 35, half off. I guess that's what they look like right here. That's a pretty good looking pump. Got all the attachments for it, for different float tubes, beds, all that stuff right there. It's a pretty heavy pump too. It's all heavy plastic. It's heavy. That's Probably a really cool pump. It is electrical. Okay, it plugs in, as you can see there. And then smaller ones right here. These are for $10. They were $24, marked to $10. That's a good buy on that pump right there. And that one hooks up to your cigarette lighter to blow up whatever you need to blow up. Float tubes, that kind of thing. More rods. Don't even have time to show you all these rods. It's just ridiculous. Look at this. I gotta check one out over here. This is a massive rod right here. It's 45 bucks. But look at this thing. It's a 2-piece and it's probably a 14-foot rod. I just gotta look at it. I just want to look at it. Oh yeah, 16 foot. That's an 8-foot. Each one of them is 8 foot. It's 45 bucks. You talk about fishing off of the beaches for shark and stuff. That'd be a great one right there for that. Good buy on it, 45 bucks.
Are you off?
No, I'm on.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Well, yes.
You're an outdoorsman.
They have so many hats, it's crazy. I mean, they have hats. They're not marked down like you'd think they'd be. Like those hats right there, snapbacks, they were 15, marked down to 11. So you save $4 on them. Sausage bacon kit. That was $25, marked down to 10. Huh, that's interesting. Cots. Floor mats. I don't even know what this is. I think it's a, oh, it's a stove. Yeah, that's cool. Takes those, like a spray can, but it's gas. That's cool. Those are nice. It was 130, marked down to 60 bucks. Good buy on that right there. I have one kind of like it. There's a heavy duty vacuum sealer. It was 130, marked to 90. It'll be here a while. If they mark that down 50%, it'll probably be gone already. Outdoor mats. Never seen these in here before. That's interesting. They were 30 bucks, marked to 15, so they're half off. Outdoor mats. Pretty heavy duty rubber. Huh. That's a new thing. Never seen that in here before, ever. Schwinn 20-inch BMX bike tire. Huh. They were 30, marked to 15. Here's your sleeping bag. Rated to 40 degrees. 110 marked to 40, or 110 marked to 50. Again, a good buy on that sleeping bag if you need a sleeping bag. Not good in cold weather. Dome tents. There goes 16 by 8 modified dome tent, 8-person. What that is. It was 150, marked to 75 bucks. Let's get buy on that tent. Most of these tents in here are marked down 50%. That's just pretty good. Pretty good. There you go. Turkey decoy. It was $13, marked to $5 with the steaks. That's a pretty good buy right there. I don't have a bunch of them. I didn't buy that. The steaks alone are worth $5. The turkey hunters know what I'm talking about. When steaks get lost, you break them. That's a good buy on that. I just don't need it. Kayaks, waterproofing, $5. That'd be a good buy on that. Huh. That was $10. That's more expensive. Huh. More floor mats. I'll go with the same thing, which is a Ford Super Duty. If you have a Ford 2017 to 2018 Ford Super Duty, That's floor mats for you right there. We want to step into the clothing here because they have really got some good buys on clothing. Every piece of clothing they have in here is 40% off. It's amazing, 40% off. These are 2X right here. So let's look at this. These sold originally for 150 bucks. Now they're selling for $104, 105, you might say, and take 40% off of that. So you would get these for about 60 bucks, where they were normally 150. Turns out to be a really great buy on pants. They got coats. Check these shirts out. That's that soft material, which I love in the summer. They were 20 bucks, marked to 14, and again, 40% off of that. Pick that shirt up for about 7 or 8 bucks, which is really a good buy. Look at all this. I'm telling you, they have got so much camo pants and coats, it's ridiculous. There's a heavy, heavy duty coat right here. Strata. That's a 3X. They have them in 2X and XL and large. $111. Again, you take 40% off of that. Turns out to be not such a bad buy on these heavy, heavy coats. They got tons of them. Amazing. Yeah, it just goes on and on. Coats, pants. If you're in the need for it, this is a beautiful heavy coat here. I love that. Same price, 2XL. It was $159, marked to $111, and again, you take 40% off of that. I'm telling you, a good buy on coats. Again, ladies, there is a ton of ladies' clothes in here, and a lot of it's marked 40 and 50% off what it's already priced. It's really a good buy on ladies' clothing. They got lots of it, lots of it. Okay, let's see what this is. A clay target thrower. Huh. This thing was $650, marked to $320. That is a serious clay target thrower. To do all outdoors, a U.S. clay trap. That's cool. Look at that. You throw different patterns. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of them in here before. Okay. Turkey blind with 2 chairs. Or deer blind. It was 170, marked to 118. So about 40, 50 bucks off. It's like, okay. All right, gotta get moving here, man. Right now, we gotta get moving. Of course, you still have all the boots, the shoes. Oh my goodness, they got boots and shoes running out the rears. But the price is what it's priced. They have no markdown on boots and shoes right now. Shorts, lots of shorts. Pants, again, take 40% off all these pants. The ladies, small, petite. $10 and 50% off. 50% off, I guess. There's some nice looking cups right here. These are cool. They were $20, marked down to $10. 40 ounce. Got a few of those in here. It's a good buy, man. Lots of cups in here. Lots of coffee cups. I'm gonna have to scramble the music. Remember that. If you hear kind of scrambled music, it's because I have to scramble what you're hearing there. It's just full of all kinds of things here. You never know what you're going to find in this case. I mean, they have got a lot of stuff. You just have to come and look in here. Then if you take this case back here, it's going to have a lot of electronics in it. Rifle scopes are in there. Game cams are in there. Most of the time you see the prices from here, but sometimes you have to ask them because you can't see it or something. But Just a lot of stuff in here. A lot of cool stuff in this case. There's a butcher match right there. It was 90, marked to 63. Got several of those in here. If they marked them down 50%, they'd all be gone in one weekend. All right, I have exited the store, and pretty good stuff in there. I didn't buy anything today because I was in here a couple, 3 days ago, and I already bought a few things. But as you can see there, if you want something for Christmas, get something for a rod, reel, that kind of thing. They got great buys in there on that kind of stuff. Anyhow, there you go. I appreciate you watching this video. Make a comment if you want to about the outlet store, about your experience here, or how you wish you could be here. How about doing that? Y'all from all over the country saying, man, we wish we lived closer. And I understand that. I appreciate living here close enough I can come up here when I want to. But make a comment, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you doing that. And it's appreciate you being out there. Appreciate you watching. So wherever you're at in this whole world, my friends, have a good morning, good day, good night, because another video will be coming right around the corner.